Good afternoon, guys. Here we go with the next testing. Again, metal colors. This time, AK Interactive's Xtreme metal. This I've had good luck with so far. I painted a gun. I'll show you that at the end of the video. But I haven't tested everything. And these are enamel based. I don't have many enamels in my collection. These are enamel based, and I have testors, which we will be testing soon too. But not many enamels are out there anymore. It's mostly either lacquer or acrylic, or a solvent based acrylic, and that's your choices. But I won't test all of them because these are kind of similar. But we want to compare everything to Alclad. That's how I test all my metals. So their choices are: I have bronze, brass, pale brass, matte aluminum, white aluminum, copper, titanium, watch out for the Gundam, and metallic smoke. Now, because some are similar, I'm not going to go crazy and test them all. We want to compare them. We'll know right off the bat how they are. So see how these two aluminums are pretty close. We'll just pick one. What is this? White aluminum. We'll do white aluminum. We'll leave matte aluminum out of the test. These three are quite similar. Don't even know why I got all three of these. I got brass, pale brass, and bronze. I don't know which to test. We'll go with brass because it's straight up brass. I mean, these are similar. I mean, bronze is a little different, but it looks more. It's just a duller version of brass. But we'll get the idea from these five. So these are the five we're going to test. You know, the company also makes a couple of colors, but they don't really match what we're doing right here. I'll show you those now. I have in their color lineup metallic blue and metallic purple. I tested them not too long ago. I even have the spoon. This is the blue, but this is more like a. I'm not quite sure why they did this. This is more of a car color. You know, paint one of my car models this color. You know, it's more of a car color. I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's what they're heading for with this lineup. You know, because a lot of testers enamels are car colors. So. All right, that'll be the test. We're going to put it over spoons. I believe it doesn't have to go over black. Maybe we'll go back and forth. We'll do one over black, not. But I think it covers really well. If I recall, the gun that I made for my Gundam, that the Gatling gun was all black plastic, and I think it just went right over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some of this blue, dark blue Gundam spare kit that I use for testing, and I'll show you how it looks going over even a dark piece like this. So that's what we're going to end up doing. All right, guys, I'll see you over at the air booth. And we'll see how they look. All right, fight fans, here we go. We're going to go with brass first. It has a fairly strong smell. I'm used to it. I've been in the paint business my whole life, but it seems stronger than my lacquers, which is odd. But we're going to do one on the. This is a light, medium gray primer. I think this is Mr. Color in the can, and then I'm going to do one on this dark colored Gundam kit that I use. All right, so let's see how we go. Now we're going to start with a tester here. Very good. All right, let's see what we got. Right away, this is really good. You know, you can tell from the first blast from the airbrush, this is really good. Now, I don't know if it's going to have that true metal look that Alclad has. And another part thing is I think these cost more, but I mean, look how much I put in the cup, and we're not going to need that much. I'll try to put it on wet and then see if it dries shiny. But that's it. I'm not going any further. There's the brass. Now, I'm going to show you, if I recall correctly, this stuff covers really well on dark. showing you that you don't even need a primer, which is a bonus for this, if you think about it. Okay? I got it set for 15 psi. You can barely hear it coming out of the airbrush. And you can air dry it. This stuff dries very fast, if I recall one time I used it. I didn't trim the kit at all. I just popped it off with my Micro Mark nipper, and that's it. But look at this. I can do a Gundam kit. I can do the joints, you know, without primering. I can, look at this. I'm done. Matter of fact, I can put this back in the bottle and save. This is a contender against Alclad. Now, I think it costs more, which is not good, but if you're in Europe, it's probably easy to get this. If you live in America, it's easy to get Alclad. I mean, I'll put the Alclad up against it. But right now, sitting at the booth, this is impressive. It looks like it's drying nice. It's drying fast. It's not running. It has a very lacquer-like way about it. But it is a solvent base, and usually you will get that. But let's look at the other colors before we pass judgment. So far, this looks good. All right, on to the next color. All right, guys. We're going to go white aluminum next. Again, medium gray prime spoon, and we're going to do a dark piece. The real experiment is this bright aluminum over the dark piece with no primer, and wait till you see the results. Get the flow of this right. Yeah, it looks good. This will be harder to see. You can just miss this stuff right on, and it seems to have a great pigment to it. It covers right away. Wow, good stuff. All right. Here we go, straight plastic, no primer. I'm not going to try and get every nook and cranny because I'm not building a kit with this, but we'll do our best. Let that sit. We'll go back to this for a second. I'm going to try for a shiny results here and see how it dries. Alright, very good. I'm not quite sure if it's that actual metal look, but the fact that it covers this well with nothing is a bonus. It's a big plus. Oops, sorry guys. I'll show you back at the bench, but obviously it's got to dry, so I don't know what the characteristic of this once it dries. I know the gun looks great, and I'll show you that at the end, but I don't know if I use the white aluminum or the matte, so I just don't recall. Anyway, we're on to the next color. We've only got 3 left, and so far we're looking at a winner here. Alright guys, on with the show. Here we go with titanium. A great color. Let's see how it looks. I think I know what to expect now because I am impressed. Something had to impress me after Alclad, and it turns out it was these. Alright, again, over black plastic, or dark blue anyway. Great goldish tint to it. Look at that. This is really good. This is a terrific color. If you guys buying any of this stuff, be sure to put this in your cart because this is a great color. This one looks like metal, at least right off the bat, you know. before it even dries. That's great. Go and stick it upside down. It didn't matter. It looks like it was dry. I'll put it in my stand. All right. I think this one looks better over darker colors. I was going to put it over black, but that piece represents that anyway. Very good. Now I do have a few extra spoons here with black on it, so let's see how it goes over this. I think this titanium needs the black, a darker, because the other one wasn't black. It seems to need this darker base that gives it that look. We'll compare them at the end, but yeah, definitely. It likes a smooth surface, which I think that gray primer was a little rough. I didn't sand it. So yeah, it seems to favor a smooth surface. Yep. So I'll show at the end the black and the gray. Very good paint. Very happy with it so far. All right, guys, on to the next color. All right, guys, here we go. We got copper now. Copper. This is one that I know I've used, and the results are fantastic. But let's do them live now and show you what we got. My airbrush is snagged on the camera. There we go. All right. I'm gonna layer this on. If I recall, I sprayed this over black, but I just want to show you guys what we're dealing with here, you know. All right. I'll go back to that in a second. Not too much air. Let's ease up a bit. This stuff comes out pretty easy. Check this out. Over that dark color. And the fact that this is a dark color, a dark metal color in itself, and it's covering it and it's bright, tells you something. It must have something to do with that it's lacquer, because all the others don't match. Alclad are acrylic. This is, of course, a solvent base, and it looks terrific. I don't even have to go any further on that one. Okay, hold on, I gotta find a spot for this. All right. Now, I don't think this is going to work over this, but let's try it. No, not bad, but it's going to be a much lighter copper color. It's going on nice, though. Alright. Now what I'm going to do for you, because I have so many black spoons here backed up, I don't know if they're clean or this one's really pitted looking. I'm trying to get them so they look good, you know. Let's try this. Check that out. Now that's a whole different shade. So this is coming under that, you know, change the base, change the color, which is good because one jar gets you several different, you know, technically colors. All right, we'll put them side by side at the end, and on to the last color. So far, so good. Great stuff, guys. Alright guys, here we go. Last color, metallic smoke. This one I don't know. I haven't used this one. They come sealed like this, yeah, and it was already sealed, so I know I didn't test this one before. I did the brass before, and I think the copper, one of the aluminum ones. All the rest I didn't. It just passed by me how good this stuff really is. Alright, we're going to try it on this first, as I've been doing it with most of them. All right, see, this doesn't look bad on this. This, right off the bat, you can see it. It's playing well with the gray. All right, dark piece. All right, let that sit. Covers it good. All right, let that sit. That came out good. I'm going to go into a black spoon. I think black on camera shows how quickly this stuff covers, you know. And you can actually stop here and you get a nice effect right there. Can you see it? It's pretty covered. And I want to see it thoroughly covered, but I think I would stop right here on this. Giving it a great charcoal look. I don't know what the metallic smoke is supposed to be. Looks like it's steel. But I'll let that go just like that. And that didn't take hardly any paint for that. So let's finish off this piece. Being a little too thorough here. This isn't for a kit. It's just for test. Alright, we'll let this dry. I don't know if this stuff dries shiny or not. We'll find out. But it looks good so far. Alright guys, that's the last one. Meet you back at the bench. We're going to check out the results. So far, it's a big thumbs up. I'll see you back at the bench. Alright guys, here we go. We got the results all in front of us. I got some Alclads next to us over here to compare. Before we go further into that, they have their own thinner, Xtreme thinner and cleaner, which I'm guessing is just an enamel thinner, because I also have Testors enamel, and I tried this too. It seemed to work fine. And above and beyond cleaning out the airbrush, I use this acetone, which is from Lowe's and Home Depot. It's their standard brand. This might be $8. I don't know, lasts forever. But I would use acetone also. In fact, it didn't need thinning. So all it needed was cleaning. So you can clean everything with this if you can only find this. If you're going to order their stuff, throw in a jar of this. Is actually not expensive. A lot of guys charge a lot for their thinners. This was pretty cheap. And if you live in America, you can probably find this at Hobby Lobby, which is also an enamel. I wanted to say that before we went forward. All right, here's the results. And it's pretty good. However, maybe not quite on a level of Alclad, but it's close, and because it didn't need much priming, you're probably going to end up saving in the long run. Who knows? What you guys think, what I'm about to show you, it's up to your opinion. So, this is the brass. It's pre-thinned. You can see it there. And this is over the gray primer. And this is over the black Gundam kit. Direct. You saw me do it. It's a difference. It's got a nice shine to it. So it seems to shine over a smooth, dark surface. I've noticed that with all of them. So it's a good thing I did them on both black, the black surface and the plastic. All right. Now, here is brass. Well, it's pale gold. It's as close as I can get with Alclad. All right. No, see the difference? I mean, it is pale gold, but it's close, but you can kind of see the difference. Now, granted, I didn't put this one over the black, so if this has a shine to it, we're looking pretty damn close, because I know over black I should have did it, but I did it on the others, so you will see the shine. It's pretty close. All right, now let's compare it to this. I mean, it's a different color, but you can kind of see we're looking at pretty good results here, guys. This is pretty good. This is over the black plastic. There it is. No primer. Out of the bottle. And this is pale gold by Alclad. We are looking pretty good. Alright, that's the first one. And then I took the aqua gloss and put it over the the pale gold. Now you can really see the shine difference. So you could probably aqua gloss this stuff and come up with similar results, but look at the difference once you put the gloss over the Alclad. I mean, there it is against itself right there. So you can really see the difference. But this is a more natural look. And I'm not sure if I can buff this. I'll try it on my shirt quickly. It seems fine. Seems durable. So it looks like you can probably buff it out a little bit. So I would go over dark, straight on plastic, dark plastic, or I would prime black with, I would say all of these. Maybe not the aluminum, but we'll see. Speaking of that, white aluminum. Pre-thin again. That's it's like water. This is over the gray primer, and you're getting a basic dull aluminum. It looks shiny because the light's glaring on it, but it's pretty dull. Let me see if I can find. Here's dark aluminum from. No, it's the opposite of this. Obviously, it's white aluminum, but the texture is close. Can you see it? It's got the same texture, so it's pretty damn close to Alclad. Now look at this. This is the dark aluminum over black. Completely changes. But I should have did it on this. I didn't realize I had this one on black, and we could have compared it. However, it is dark aluminum, so it's not going to be the same. But I did spray it here on the black. You know, now we're getting closer to a natural aluminum color. See it? White, black. It's dark, dark, dark blue. You saw the plastic. So look at the difference there. I'll go over it. See it? So definitely, I would do the whole lineup over something dark or dark plastic. If you have a dark Gundam kit you want to do, it'll look fine straight over black. You don't even have to prime this if you're going with dark colors. You're truly going to get your white aluminum look over a white or a gray primed surface. This is it. I like it over a dark surface. I just think this came out great. It's smooth. I could probably panel line this beautifully. I'm out of camera. I could probably panel line that great. It kept all the detail. All right. So, another winner. Titanium. All right. This is it over the gray. It just comes out dull, just like the aluminum. It just has this particular look. And it could be a look you're looking for. A natural, very, almost pitted-like, because it's a rough primer that I had. But, over the black, which is smooth, and look at this. I didn't even gloss this. It's almost on the same level as the aqua gloss. Let's try it over. See how it looks over the dark. There you go. That's a great color. Look at that. This is one of my favorite colors of all of them on my bench. And this is just, it's just straight up titanium, not any kind of fancy titanium. Look at that. So this is a dark surface, and this was straight onto the plastic that was dark. Now this came out shiny because it was a shiny black. This is a dull. It almost matches its surface that it's going on. A dull, dark surface. Came out a nice smooth, but kind of a dull look. And this was over the dark surface, but it was shiny. So almost like you're getting the results of what you're covering it with. Very good color. Again, this is telling us stick with a dark, smooth, shiny surface. All right, let's go with metallic smoke. Now, this is kind of close to steel. Yep. With my Alclad here. So we'll take a peek at that. Alright, this is it over the gray. Very natural looking, not bad. This actually looks pretty good over the gray. Over the dark spoon, the black spoon, quite a difference. Again, if you're doing a two-tone kit like I got plans, same bottle, same color, just prime different surfaces, you're going to have your two different shaded kit. But that's it. No gloss or nothing. That's it. Right over the black. Let's look at it on the black plastic. Look at that. Another winner of a color. This one actually came close to this. Not quite. It's a little lighter. But that looks awesome. That looks awesome. It's smooth as anything, too. So these three aren't bad. It actually looks completely different over gray, but it has a nice natural look to it. Closest I can get is steel over black here on my Alclad. All right, can you see it here? It's almost the same color. It just didn't come out shiny. Now, this is probably how they want it to come out. Theirs actually came out shiny. I didn't do anything. So this is probably meant to look shiny. Again, it's matching its surface. Let's see how different it is. It's different here. Now, it's not the same color. This is, well, I don't know what metallic smoke is, to tell you the truth. Let's compare it to the plastic. That's pretty close. It's not bad. I like this color too. This and the titanium are just two terrific colors. If you want to see them together, you can see the difference here. See it? Look at that. Excellent. All right, let's go into the final color, which is copper. First off, straight on, gray primate spoon. It's got that dull, I mean, it's got a reflection in the light. I wish you could see it without it. You know, you can see it's dull there. It's satin. It's got that satin look. This is it over the black. Look at the difference. You could probably paint a car. It'll look like a car color from the factory with this. Look at the difference. It really changes the color by going over the black. Let's look at it over the dark plastic. That looks great. I've had experience with this, which I'm going to show you in a minute. You can see my gun back there. Look at that. Now let's compare it to over the black, because this is the dark base. Yeah, see, it's almost the same tone. It just doesn't have the shine, because it didn't have a shiny surface. It was a dull, dark, what is that, like navy blue? This is another terrific color. I do like these. I do like these, particularly if you get them in the way you want them. If you want to over the straight over plastic is just a wonderful paint. Not many paints can do this. And that's the lineup. So let me show you the kit I built. This here Gatling gun. It's one of those Korean Chinese things you get on eBay. I think I had this. I barely had any instructions. I threw it all together, and then I just took off key parts to it, and then I painted it. This is done with these. This is the brass. I mean the copper over the dark. This was all black plastic, by the way. And there it is. See it? Look at that. So this is a testament to, guys, I'll take these bullets out for a second. Hold on. All right. This is your testament to spraying it straight over. This was the aluminum. I think I used the matte aluminum, not the white, but you can see it. This was this is the steel, I think, or the titanium. And then I used the copper, and that was it. It was just these three colors. And you can see the three-tone of it all. How great is that, huh? And this was right over the plastic. I just took it because, you know, this is not that special to me, this kit. So I just threw it together and painted it quick. It came out looking like a total pro job. Look at that. The bullets I couldn't paint because they're some kind of rubber. What I did was I put in a panel wash type liquid in the middle. Let me see what I used right here. AK Interactive's panel liner. And I just rubbed it and then took it right out. I had to let it dry a long time because nothing dries on this stuff. But there's the gun right there. All done with these paints. And I recommend them. Another high recommendation, particularly over just dark plastic or a dark primer. If you don't have the shiny black primer, you can use any black paint. I've tested it once already. I'm grabbing something from my shelf here. I use this. It's just GX. You can use any, but I tested it with this, and it went fine. This is Mr. Color GX Black, and it's a lacquer, but it goes on great, and it works great as a primer. And I also have a black shiny primer from my favorite acrylic, Gloss Black. This is a primer for their chrome, which we'll be testing soon. So there's a lot of gloss black primers out there. And if you're going to go that route, that's all you need to do to get these fantastic results. And that's it, guys. Now, the difference in polished aluminum and polished look, don't forget, these are the airframe aluminum, and this is polished aluminum from Alclad. It's a completely different look. This is a polished metal, chrome-looking metal. It's not this white aluminum, You know, it's a whole different thing. There are two different kinds. There's several kinds of aluminum, and it will look like this. So this is what you're achieving. There's lucky that they make these many paints to replicate all these different kinds of metal. You know, but this is polished aluminum from, and I have a high shine aluminum that we're going to high shine. You think this is? I'll be testing that probably next week. I got some more Alclad colors in, so that's coming up soon. Anyway, guys, I talked too long. There's your results. I would recommend them. Buy a few bottles for yourself. Get all the different shades. You know, get a brass, get an aluminum, get this titanium for sure, and give them a try for yourself. I like them. I don't think they're that cheap. I think they're in the $10 range. I hope not, but I think they are. But they come in a glass bottle. They're pretty big on their size. I don't even know what this is. This could be. I don't know what this is. I got to see what that is. How much liquid we get in that. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. And once again, highly recommended. Go pick them up. And we will see you soon.